I was born in Midland, Texas. Yeah. I was the third born. My mom had a boy and a girl before me. My big brother, Earl, and my big sister, Alicia. My mom was a great mom, you know. Dealing with three little shitheads. You know, I think she did the best that she could. We left Texas when I was like 1 year old, so I don't even remember being in Texas as a child. And we went to California. My mom had found out some crazy shit about my dad. So we went to California. My mom started her life over and left my father. He was cheating on her and shit, so, you know, it is what it is. It sucks, but, you know, she did what every woman in her position should have done. So my dad was a typical oil field worker. Asshole, hard-headed. But he started molesting my sister when she was like 2-3 years old. So that's why my mom left him for real. It sucks to even talk about. I hate talking about it, but it's the truth, and it is what it is. Going to Bakersfield, California was probably one of my mother's downfalls because that place is fucked up, man. Growing up there was really fucking rough. We were poor. My mom was on welfare. Government assistance. We didn't have shit. So I grew up knowing what fucking poverty is. You know what I'm saying? My first big memory growing up in Bakersfield was going to school. The school that I had went to, I was a late starter, so I started in October, and it was actually my birthday. And my birthday's the day before Halloween. So at school, we wore, costumes and shit. And I wore a Batman costume to school for my first day of school ever. And this is like literally one of my first memories ever. I didn't know anybody, so I didn't have any friends. And we were all like, 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And I got jumped and got my Batman costume ripped off my fucking body. That's my first memory as a child. Bakersfield is fucking stupid, bro. Just stupid. Don't I know? I need you to pray for me. Road I've been down. Was it really made for me? Because lately I've been thinking I can't go from where I've been. The scary part, I thought my past wouldn't catch me in the end. We were homeless a lot. It was difficult for my mom to get into any good situations because of the things that she had found out about her own husband. It was hard for her to let her children around anybody because she didn't want her children to be hurt and abused, So we had it rough. I remember we stayed in this little orange Nova my mom had. We lived in it for like a year. We struggled a lot. It was really difficult. The places that we did find to live were horrible places, and one of my biggest memories after that first memory as a child was we were living in the projects, and it's a white dominant area. And back then, like, the area, it's called Oildale. People were fucking racist as fuck. Like, way racist. And seeing dudes with their shirt off and having Nazi signs or swastikas, whatever, on their chest or on their back, it was normal. Like, it was completely normal. And I don't think people realize this that live on the East Coast. Like, the West Coast is racist as fuck, especially when it comes to politics and, like, prison. I guess it's different than, like, the normal, I guess, Southern breed of discrimination. Out here, it's convicts and you know, extremely violent people that are racist instead of just middle America racism. The West Coast racism is insane. Anyway, this is hard to talk about, but this is my story, and I gotta get it out. When I was 6, we were living in the projects, and the place where you did the laundry was like right in the center of like this, like a courtyard kind of thing. And my mom was doing laundry, and inside the laundry room there was a workout bench, and one of like the big Aryan dudes, he worked out on there every day. And so me being a child, I was like, oh, hey, I want to work out. I want to do something like this. This seems pretty cool. And this dude was jacked, like 6'4", 250, just fucking ripped, big ass dude. Big ass swastika on his chest. Like, he was, you know, definitely down for it, you know. So I asked my mom if I could work out with him, you know. Innocent child, 6 years old. And my mom didn't have a problem with it, you know. She's like, sure, whatever. It's, you know, the neighborhood guy. We know him. Everybody knows him. As soon as that door shut, he ran up to it, locked it, and viciously sodomized me. It was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Someone like that in the neighborhood that was like, you know, he was like the groundskeeper, you know what I'm saying? He was the big boss, the big dog around everybody. And he just viciously raped a fucking 6-year-old kid. And in his eyes, like, I'm a blue-eyed white boy. Like, why the fuck did you do that to a child, dude? Like, try not to get emotional, man. That shit's, I get furious about that shit, man. I don't like to talk about it, but I gotta let it out. That's where my eating habits drastically changed. I didn't tell nobody. I was scared. I was scared that he would hurt my mom if I told my mom. I still remember him tying up his laces on his Doc Marten boots when he was about to leave. Fucking piece of shit. I fought until the end. I'm a loser, baby. Please don't waste your time on me. Said I'm a loser, baby. Yeah. I don't want the world to see. I don't even know his name. I don't know who he is. But I hope he got what he deserves. Life in prison, something. Because, I mean, he was a horrible piece of shit person anyway. He probably went to prison for something else. Probably stabbing somebody or something, or shooting somebody. My dad wasn't really in the picture at all, from 1 to 8. I don't even remember seeing him, but maybe one or two times. He was an oil field worker, you know what I'm saying? So he had money. He had the nice house. He had a pool. He had all that stuff, So anytime that we did go see him, like once or twice every couple years, it was just like fun time. Like he impressed us with what he had. He wasn't a good dad at all. He was a horrible, horrible father. When I was 8, he took us for the summer. He had moved to Colorado, and my mom, being a single welfare mom, she hated letting us go with him because of the things that he had done. She was tired, man, no money, no help from her family because she was a person on welfare, her family didn't connect with us at all. Pretty much like, oh, fuck them. They're fucking poor people. And my mom went through it. So she let us go with our dad for the summer. And we were gone about 3 or 4 weeks. And I remember hearing them on a phone call. And I could hear my mom screaming like bloody murder through the phone. And my dad was just like, well, they're not coming back. And he hung up on her. And we went to court 2 weeks before school started. And my dad had already enrolled us in school. My dad showed them his property and all of his accomplishments. And the judge gave my dad custody. I don't want the world to see. My dad was like a leader in the church in Colorado. Everybody knew the name Hull, my last name. He had a water well drilling company that was handed down to him through his father. And we were upper middle class. I remember having anything I wanted. The first 3 months we were there, it was the romance stage of him and his narcissistic fucking plan. It was great. When we first got to Colorado, we went to my grandfather's farm. It was beautiful. Oh man, there was green grass everywhere. I've never seen grass like that, I grew up in Bakersfield, Southern California. It's fucking desert. It's dirt everywhere, Dust Bowl. So going here and seeing all this green, beautiful pasture and cows and chickens and ducks and creeks and crawdads, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And my dad worked all the time, and it was summertime when we first came, so we'd go with him to work and stuff and just like go have fun, And my sister, of course, would stay at the house with our stepmom, and it was just awesome. It was like a dream come true. And then that phone call happened.